Well, welcome back, and thank you for hanging in here with me. We're learning a valuable skill, something that you will use for a lifetime, whether it be in school or on the job. But keyboarding is something I learned years and years ago, and I'm so glad I have this skill. So let's take a look at our lesson for today. We are actually on lesson 9. So, in lesson 9, as with all other lessons, we have our warm up exercises. So, let's just do it for 15 seconds. I'm going to depress my right shift and strike capital S. It's hard for me to type and talk at the same time. And again, I'm actually able to correct my mistakes as I go. But you will also, depending on your teacher, as a teacher in my classes, I usually don't have the backspace delete key option until we've learned the home keys. So that is my practice. I did get a score, 22 words a minute. Continue to do my warm-up, scan the line first so I know what's coming before I begin and strike the first key. Nothing too difficult there. Okay, line 4, now we're learning, I see F's and V's. So I already know the F key, so it's telling me to learn the V key reach. F and only F will control the V key. Some students have told me that when they're trying to type B, they accidentally hit V, but you'll get the practice and the hang of it just by practicing. So now we're going to try F, F, F space, V, V, V. Nice easy reach, F, F space, V, V, V space, F, V, F space, F, V, F space, V, F, F space, V, F, F space, F, and that's as far as I go. So we're going to practice. Remember, you usually have 2 attempts. You can do 3 if you want. Good, all practice is good practice. Now in this next line, we're still practicing the V, but we're throwing in some shifts, some capitals, so let's try. Left shift if I want to strike the capital L. I begin by A finger on left shift. Shift L-E-V-I space. Shift L-E-V-I space. M-O-V-E-D space. M-O-V-E-D space. E-V-E-N-I-N-G space. E, and that's as far as I go. On to the next line, line 6. Again, always scan the line. We're still learning and practicing the V keys. And you notice that every key you've learned so far, you're practicing every single day. They are repeated over and over and over again. In line 7 now we're going to learn the backslash key or diagonal. It's been called both. And it's controlled by the sem finger. So here it is, right down here. It's a lowercase key, so no shift required. Sem reaches down for the diagonal or back shift. So I learned it as diagonal, but we're going to type beginning with sem. Sem, 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 space. Diagonal, 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 space. Sem, 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 space. Diagonal, 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 space. Sem, diagonal, sem, space. Sem, diagonal, sem, space. Diagonal, and that's as far as we go. That's a useful key, especially now with the World Wide Web. We see this key at reach a lot. So now we're going to do, it's also used, like in this example, off, on, pass or fail, pass or fail. That diagonal stands for the word off. Or in this case, audit or credit. So let's try it. So we're going to type with no spaces between the letters. O, F, F, diagonal, O, on, space. O, F, F, diagonal, O, on, space. P, A, S, S, diagonal, F, A, I, L, space. P, A, S, S, diagonal, and that's as far as I got, but you get the idea. No space between the diagonal and the 2 words. And off or on selection is not good, so let's try that. Shift A means I'm using my right shift, striking A with my left hand. Shift A, N, space. O, F, F, diagonal, O, on, space. S-E-L-E-C-T-I-O-N space I-S space N-O-T space G-O-O-D, sem, and that's it. Okay, choose true or false at the end of the line if you were to get that far. That's what that means. Line 10. Oh, here we go. Learning another important key, the question mark key. So as I look at the keyboard, here it is above the diagonal. So that means we need to use our left shift. So let's try that. If I click on that, it's blue, so SEM controls the question mark, but it also requires a left shift. So let's begin by depressing our left shift, striking question, 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 release, SEM, 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 space, question, 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 space, SEM, 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 space, SEM, question, SEM, space, SEM, question, SEM. Okay, so back and forth using the shift. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but you can do it. On to line 11. These are, to me, sentences are always easier to type than trying to type something like this, but you'll get the idea. So, now it says here, depending on setup, you may space once or twice after a question mark. Normally, when I learned years ago, we always typed a question mark, or however we ended the sentence, we always had two spaces, but it's since changed. So we normally just use one space now at the end of a sentence. So let's try it. Shift W-I-L-L space, Shift T-A-R-A space, B-E space, G-O-I-N-G, question space, H-O-W, whoops, space, W-I-L-L space, S-H-E. Okay, that's as far as I get. But just to, I just wanted to point out that you do space once after a question mark. So, you'll see what's coming up here. Just continue to practice your question mark. Keep your rhythm going. That's important. You can go as slow as 6 words per minute. That's really, really slow. I'll try this sentence going as slow as I can, and you'll see that I still go pretty fast, but speed is not the priority right now. Accuracy is. Shift A-R-E space, T-H-E space, A-N-S-W-E-R-S space, O-F-F, diagonal O. Okay, I was going as slow as I could, and I still got 16 words a minute. So you don't have to go fast. You just have to strike each key one after the other at a steady pace, and you can do it. Lines 13, 14, and 15 are our 30-second timings. Lines 16, 17, and 18 are 1 minute long, and again, it's good practice, and you can do it. Just take your time, and I'll see you on the next tape.